Welcome to Public Account, where real-life nightmares come alive. Prepare to be haunted by chilling tales of the unknown, drawn from actual events. Lights off, volume up, and remember, these horrors are closer than you think. Subscribe, if you dare.
The Mercy Brown Vampire Incident of 1892, A Tale of Tragedy and Superstition. Introduction. In the late 1800s, the quaint town of Exeter, Rhode Island, was witness to a series of tragic deaths that would give rise to one of the most infamous cases of vampire hysteria in the United States. The Brown family, struck by the relentless grip of tuberculosis, found themselves grappling not only with the devastation of a deadly disease but also with the depths of fear and superstition that would lead to the shocking event known as the Mercy Brown Vampire Incident. The Brown family tragedy. During this era, tuberculosis, often referred to as consumption, was a rampant and mysterious disease that claimed countless lives. The Brown family, consisting of George Brown, his wife Mary, and their two daughters, Mary Olive and Mercy, was not immune to its scourge. The family's seemingly tranquil life was shattered as tuberculosis relentlessly claimed the lives of family members one by one, leaving a trail of sorrow and grief in its wake. Vampire hysteria grips the town. As the Brown family was ravaged by tuberculosis, a cloud of fear and superstition began to envelop the town of Exeter. In an era where medical knowledge was limited and explanations for diseases often relied on folklore and mysticism, it was not uncommon for communities to turn to supernatural explanations for unexplained tragedies. This was particularly true in cases where death struck repeatedly within a single family. The local populace, desperate for answers and desperate to stop the relentless march of death, began to entertain the notion that perhaps there was a supernatural force at play. It was within this climate of fear and desperation that the concept of vampire hysteria took root. Mercy Brown's exhumation. Among the Brown family's deceased members, it was Mercy Brown who became the focal point of suspicion. Her brother Edwin, the only surviving family member, was battling the disease himself, and the death toll within the family seemed to defy explanation. In a misguided attempt to put an end to the deaths and alleviate the town's fears, a decision was made to exhume Mercy Brown's body. In the frigid winter of 1892, the community gathered at the Chestnut Hill Cemetery as Mercy's lifeless body was unearthed. The scene was surreal. A grieving family and curious onlookers watched as Mercy's remains were examined. The most macabre twist in this tale was yet to come. The heart's gruesome fate. The prevailing belief during this period was that a deceased vampire could continue to influence the living from beyond the grave, causing illness and death. To prevent this, it was believed that the heart of the deceased vampire had to be removed and destroyed. In the case of Mercy Brown, this superstition took a particularly grisly turn. As the cold wind howled through the cemetery, Mercy's heart was removed and burned to ashes. The ashes were then mixed with water, creating a grim concoction that was given to Edwin Brown to drink. The reasoning behind this horrifying ritual was that by consuming the ashes of his sister's heart, Edwin would be cleansed of the disease's grip, and the family's suffering would finally come to an end. Legacy of the incident. The Mercy Brown Vampire Incident of 1892 remains a haunting reminder of the power of fear and superstition in the face of unexplainable tragedy. It serves as a stark illustration of how limited medical knowledge, combined with communal anxiety, can lead to extreme and irrational actions. In the years that followed, medical advancements would reveal the true nature of tuberculosis and dispel the myths that had fueled the frenzy surrounding the Brown family's deaths. However, the incident would forever be etched into history as a dark chapter in Exeter's past. Conclusion. The Mercy Brown Vampire Incident of 1892 stands as a testament to the potent cocktail of fear, ignorance, and superstition that can drive communities to engage in desperate and irrational acts. The tragedy of the Brown family's deaths, coupled with the fervor of the vampire hysteria, created a perfect storm that led to a gruesome and chilling event that continues to be remembered as a cautionary tale. It is a chilling reminder of the human capacity for panic and irrationality in the face of the unknown, and a testament to the importance of relying on science and reason even in times of great distress. The Bell Witch Haunting, a supernatural accounting of the early 19th century. In the early 19th century, in the quiet town of Adams, Tennessee, a family by the name of Bell found themselves embroiled in a series of supernatural events that would become known as the Bell Witch Haunting. These events, characterized by eerie noises, spectral apparitions, and unexplainable disturbances, left an indelible mark on the history of the region and continued to captivate the imagination of people around the world. The Bell family, consisting of John Bell, his wife Lucy, and their children, settled in Adams in the early 1800s. They were well-regarded members of the community, known for their hard work and upstanding character. However, their lives took a dramatic turn when they began experiencing inexplicable occurrences that defied all rational explanation. The disturbances began as strange scratching and knocking sounds within the Bell family's farmhouse. These sounds were accompanied by disembodied voices, eerie whispers, and even the sounds of chains being dragged. The phenomenon quickly escalated, as the family members reported seeing shadowy figures and encountering spectral apparitions that sent shivers down their spines. As the Bell family attempted to come to terms with these bizarre occurrences, they soon realized that the epicenter of these supernatural events was their own property. The Bell family graveyard, where several family members were laid to rest, became a focal point for the strange happenings. The disturbances seemed to center around the grave of Kate Batts, a former neighbor who had a long-standing feud with the Bells. According to local legends, Kate Batts had placed a curse on John Bell and his family, vowing to torment them from beyond the grave. The entity responsible for the eerie events became known as the Bell Witch. This malevolent force seemed to have an intimate knowledge of the Bell family's history, frequently engaging in conversations with them and displaying an uncanny ability to predict future events. The Bell Witch demonstrated both a mischievous and malevolent nature, often targeting John Bell in particular. It would mimic his voice, taunt him, and even engage in physical attacks, leaving him bruised and battered. News of the Bell Witch's activities spread beyond the confines of the Bell family home. Visitors and neighbors flocked to witness the supernatural phenomena for themselves, and the Bell residence became a hub of curiosity and speculation. It was during one of these gatherings that a local schoolteacher named Richard Powell decided to challenge the Bell Witch. The entity responded by singing hymns and reciting sermons with precision and knowledge that exceeded human capabilities. The Bell Witch's connection to the deceased Kate Batts was a central element of the haunting. It was said that the spirit of Kate Batts sought revenge against John Bell for an unspecified wrong she believed he had committed. As the disturbances continued, John Bell's health deteriorated rapidly. He began experiencing strange ailments, and it said that the Bell Witch even claimed responsibility for his suffering. In December 1820, John Bell succumbed to his ailments under mysterious circumstances, with the Bell Witch reportedly celebrating his demise. The Bell Witch haunting left an indelible mark on the town of Adams and its surrounding areas. The events were widely reported in newspapers of the time, capturing the fascination of the public and spawning a multitude of theories and interpretations. The legend of the Bell Witch and the eerie events that transpired on the Bell family property inspired a plethora of books, movies, documentaries, and other media, cementing its place in American folklore. While the Bell Witch haunting remains a subject of debate and skepticism, it has undeniably left an enduring legacy. Some skeptics suggest that the events were merely elaborate hoaxes or products of mass hysteria, while others remain convinced that there was indeed a supernatural force at play. Regardless of one's stance on the matter, the Bell Witch haunting continues to captivate the imagination and spark discussions about the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural. In conclusion, the Bell Witch haunting stands as a chilling testament to the mysterious and unexplained events that can capture the human psyche. The Bell family's experiences, marked by eerie sounds, spectral apparitions, and otherworldly disturbances, have become a cornerstone of American folklore and continue to be a subject of fascination and speculation. The Bell Witch's connection to the disgruntled spirit of Kate Batts, combined with the tragic fate of John Bell, has left an enduring legacy that continues to haunt the annals of history and the minds of those who dare to explore the supernatural. Bachelors Grove Cemetery. unraveling the haunting enigma. In the heart of the American Midwest, just a stone's throw away from the bustling metropolis of Chicago, lies a place that has earned an infamous reputation for being one of the most haunted locations in the United States, Bachelors Grove Cemetery. This small, secluded burial ground has captivated the imaginations of many, with its eerie tales of ghostly apparitions, mysterious lights, and a sense of otherworldly presence that hangs heavy in the air. Through the annals of time, various accounts of these supernatural occurrences have been documented, creating a tapestry of the paranormal that continues to mystify and perplex. Historical roots and ghostly whispers. Bachelors Grove Cemetery, officially established in 1840, is nestled within the dense woods of Rubio Woods Forest Preserve, situated southwest of Chicago. Originally intended to serve as a final resting place for the local farming families, the cemetery's history has been marred by neglect and vandalism. The once pristine burial ground has gradually fallen into disrepair, with tombstones weathered by the elements and the surrounding vegetation encroaching upon the sacred space. It was in the 1960s and 1970s that Bachelors Grove Cemetery gained notoriety for its paranormal activity. Reports of sightings of ghostly apparitions began to circulate, each tale more spine-chilling than the last. One of the most famous figures to grace the cemetery with her ethereal presence is the woman in white. Witnesses claim to have glimpsed a spectral woman, dressed in a flowing white gown, often seen sitting on a tombstone or wandering amongst the graves. Her identity remains a mystery, lost to the sands of time, yet her spectre continues to leave an indelible mark on the minds of those who have encountered her. Phantom vehicles and vanishing acts. Adding to the haunting lore are the accounts of phantom vehicles that traverse the cemetery's pathways in eerie silence. Witnesses have described seeing old-fashioned horse-drawn carriages and vintage automobiles materialize out of thin air, only to vanish into the ether moments later. These ghostly vehicles seem to belong to a bygone era, raising questions about the nature of time and reality within the confines of Bachelors Grove. Furthermore, strange lights that appear to float above the ground have confounded both skeptics and believers alike. These orbs of light, varying in size and intensity, have been captured in photographs and witnessed by many. Some theorize that these lights could be manifestations of residual energy, while others propose that they are the work of restless spirits attempting to communicate with the living. The atmosphere of desolation. One cannot discuss the allure of Bachelors Grove Cemetery without acknowledging the environment itself. The desolation and decay that have gripped the cemetery contribute to its macabre ambience. The overgrown pathways, crumbling mausoleums, and moss-covered gravestones provide a haunting backdrop for the paranormal encounters that have taken place within its confines. The isolation of the location, shielded by the surrounding forest, lends itself to an air of foreboding and mystery. Investigations and skepticism. Over the years, numerous paranormal investigators, ghost hunters, and curious souls have descended upon Bachelors Grove Cemetery in pursuit of answers. Some have sought to capture photographic evidence of the apparitions, while others have used electronic devices in an attempt to communicate with the spirits said to inhabit the area. However, the results have been mixed, with some claiming to have experienced unexplainable phenomena, while others remain skeptical, attributing the sightings to tricks of light, overactive imaginations, or outright hoaxes. A tapestry of mystery. The stories surrounding Bachelors Grove Cemetery weave a tapestry of mystery, blending history and the supernatural in a way that continues to captivate and intrigue. While skeptics may argue that these accounts are nothing more than elaborate stories born from the human desire for the unknown, the allure of the unknown remains a potent force. Whether it's the restless spirits of those laid to rest, the echoes of past tragedies, or simply the tricks that the mind plays in the dark corners of the night, Bachelors Grove Cemetery stands as a testament to the power of folklore, belief, and the unending quest to unravel the enigma of the paranormal. In conclusion, Bachelors Grove Cemetery's reputation as one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States has endured through the decades. The tales of apparitions, ghostly lights, and other eerie phenomena have become integral to the lore surrounding this secluded and decaying burial ground. While skeptics and believers continue to debate the authenticity of these accounts, there's no denying the enduring mystique and allure that shrouds Bachelors Grove Cemetery in an otherworldly veil. Stoll Cemetery and the Gateway to Hell, unraveling the myth. In the heartland of Kansas lies a quiet and unassuming cemetery that has captured the imagination of many, giving birth to chilling tales and eerie legends that continue to circulate to this day. Stoll Cemetery, nestled amidst the rolling plains, has become synonymous with the macabre and the supernatural, earning its moniker as the Gateway to Hell. With Halloween night as its supposed climax, the cemetery has become a focal point for those seeking a brush with the otherworldly. But how much of this reputation is based on reality, and how much is mere fabrication? The birth of a legend, the origin of Stoll Cemetery's sinister reputation remains shrouded in mystery. Various stories have been woven into its tapestry, intertwining fact and fiction. One prominent legend involves a hidden stairway in the cemetery that leads directly to hell. It is said that the devil himself makes an appearance on Halloween night, accompanied by a sinister wind that blows through the area. This notion has lured thrill-seekers and curious individuals alike, each hoping to catch a glimpse of the supernatural, paranormal occurrences and eerie rituals. As with any legendary site, Stoll Cemetery boasts a repertoire of paranormal accounts that have fueled its chilling reputation. Tales of disappearances, animal sacrifices, and eerie rituals have cemented its position as a hotspot for the occult. Some narratives speak of hooded figures congregating in the cemetery, performing arcane rites under the cover of night. Others whisper of blood-stained altars and ghostly apparitions that haunt the grounds. Among the more unsettling accounts is the story of a tree that once stood within the cemetery. It is said that this tree was the site of countless hangings and rituals, imbuing the area with an aura of malevolence. The tree was eventually felled, adding another layer to the legends surrounding the cemetery. The role of Halloween. Halloween, with its celebration of all things spooky and supernatural, has naturally become a focal point for those interested in Stoll Cemetery's eerie reputation. Each year, on the night of October 31st, visitors from near and far gather in anticipation of witnessing the devil's appearance. This annual pilgrimage has turned the cemetery into a spectacle, with crowds eager to experience the paranormal for themselves, debunking the myths. Despite the captivating tales that have been spun around Stoll Cemetery, skepticism and investigation have also played a crucial role. Many of the claims associated with the cemetery's haunted reputation have been debunked or dismissed as urban legends. One significant blow to the narrative was the revelation that there was never a church on the grounds, which was claimed to have been the site of the devil's descent to earth. The church itself was proven to be a fabrication, and this revelation cast doubt on the veracity of other stories as well. Moreover, investigative journalists and researchers have delved into the history of the area, unearthing evidence that contradicts the more sensational claims. For instance, records show that the cemetery was used as a burial ground for local residents, and there is no conclusive evidence of the occult practices or supernatural occurrences that have been attributed to it. The power of urban legends. Stoll Cemetery's transformation from a serene final resting place to a hallowed ground of dread highlights the potent nature of urban legends. These tales, fueled by the human fascination with the unknown, can spread like wildfire in an age of rapid communication. Each retelling adds a layer of embellishment, gradually distorting the truth and shaping a narrative that feeds into people's deepest fears and desires. In conclusion, Stoll Cemetery's reputation as the gateway to hell stands as a testament to the power of storytelling and the allure of the supernatural. While the stories of disappearances, animal sacrifices, and devilish appearances have captured the imagination of many, skepticism and investigation have peeled back the layers of myth to reveal a more grounded truth. The cemetery, once a peaceful resting place, has been transformed into a canvas on which the human fascination with the unknown has been painted. In the end, the legends of Stoll Cemetery remind us that reality and fiction can become indistinguishably entwined, making it ever more important to approach tales of the supernatural with a critical eye and an open mind. Union Cemetery's enigmatic visitor, the haunting tale of the White Lady. Nestled amidst the quaint town of Easton, Connecticut, the Union Cemetery stands as both a resting place for the departed and a repository of spectral mysteries. For years, this cemetery has been the focal point of eerie tales and spine-tingling encounters, chiefly revolving around the ethereal figure known as the White Lady. Witnesses and believers, drawn by the promise of the supernatural, share stories of ghostly apparitions that have appeared at the cemetery's entrance and along the nearby road. The Union Cemetery White Lady, a haunting phenomenon that has captivated the curious and the daring alike, is an enigma entwined with local history, legend, and the human yearning to glimpse beyond the veil of the unknown. The Union Cemetery, with its weathered gravestones and serene landscape, serves as a final resting place for generations of Easton's residents. However, its peaceful facade belies the stories of those who claim to have encountered a spectral figure, a woman cloaked in a flowing white dress. These apparitions, often glimpsed near the cemetery's entrance or along the road that winds nearby, have come to be known as the White Lady of Union Cemetery. The very notion of a ghostly presence lurking among the graves has fueled countless tales of both fear and fascination. As with many legends, the White Lady's identity is a subject of debate. Various versions of the story have emerged, each weaving a different narrative thread into the tapestry of local lore. Among the conjectures, one name stands out: Mary E. Hart. Mary's grave is indeed located within the cemetery, adding a layer of intrigue to the myth. According to some iterations of the tale, Mary was a grieving mother who lost her young daughter and was forever bound to the cemetery in her search for the child's spirit. Others suggest that Mary was a jilted bride who met a tragic end, eternally wandering in her wedding dress, lamenting her unfulfilled dreams. The divergent narratives surrounding the White Lady only serve to deepen the mystery, blurring the line between history and the supernatural. The stories of encounters with the White Lady have transcended the realm of local whispers, gaining traction in the broader community. Witnesses, often reluctant to share their experiences for fear of skepticism or ridicule, have nonetheless come forward to recount their eerie meetings. Some attest to having seen her translucent figure materialize near the cemetery's entrance, exuding an aura of sadness and longing. Others claim to have witnessed her spectral form walking along the road, disappearing into the night as they draw near. Their testimonies paint a picture of an apparition that is as elusive as it is haunting, leaving observers with a lingering sense of unease. Skeptics and believers continue to clash over the validity of these encounters. Skeptics point to the power of suggestion, asserting that the human mind can conjure images and experiences that align with preconceived notions or local legends. Psychological factors, they argue, can play a significant role in the perception of the supernatural. Believers, on the other hand, draw on the consistency of the testimonies, the unshakable conviction of witnesses, and the allure of the unknown to bolster their case. The Union Cemetery White Lady, they assert, defies easy explanation and invites us to ponder the boundaries of reality and imagination. Over the years, the White Lady of Union Cemetery has become more than a mere ghost story. She is a symbol of Easton's mystique and a testament to the enduring human fascination with the supernatural. The cemetery's haunting reputation has attracted paranormal investigators, thrill seekers, and curious tourists, all hoping for a glimpse of the spectral figure that has become an integral part of the town's identity. The legend has also sparked a sense of community, as locals share their own experiences and insights, further blurring the lines between fact and folklore. In the end, the White Lady of Union Cemetery remains a mystery, an unsolved puzzle that beckons us to explore the realms beyond our understanding. Whether the apparitions are the manifestations of historical trauma, the echoes of personal tragedies, or simply the byproducts of a collective imagination, they serve as a reminder that the human experience is as much defined by what we can't explain as by what we can. The Union Cemetery's White Lady reminds us that the boundary between the living and the unknown is a realm ripe for exploration, one that continues to defy our attempts at categorization and rationalization. And so, the legend persists, casting its spectral glow over the peaceful graves and winding roads of Union Cemetery, inviting us to contemplate the mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp.